Our second presenter is Ysabella van Sebille from the School of Medicine, and her topic is As If Cancer Wasn't Shitty Enough.
For a long time, there weren't many good treatments for cancer, but over the past few years, there has been an explosion of new treatments called targeted therapies, named such because they attack specific markers found on cancer cells. However, many of these new treatments have come with their own set of problems that are especially awful, including diarrhoea, incontinence, pain, and ulceration. Think about the last time you had an ulcer in your mouth and how painful it was. You couldn't eat. Sometimes it even hurt to talk. Now imagine you have one really big ulcer that runs the entire length of your gastrointestinal tract, from your mouth to your bum. And imagine how painful that would be. Ulcers in the intestine can also cause diarrhoea that is so bad that it renders patients housebound and interferes with their day-to-day activities. It completely ruins people's lives. Patients say to their cancer specialist, "I'm grateful that you saved my life, but now I want my life back." And what's bad is that they are the lucky ones. If these side effects get bad enough, which they do in 75% of patients that get them, they will be hospitalised for weeks, unable to get out of their hospital bed to go to the toilet, unable to eat and getting their nutrition through a tube straight into their veins. And of those patients that are hospitalised, 5% of them will die. And they're not dying from the cancer, they're dying from the cancer treatment. So why is this happening? Because while the way we treat cancer has changed, the way we deal with the side effects hasn't kept pace. These new cancer treatments called targeted therapies work in a very different way to old cancer treatments, but we're still treating the side effects in the same way. However, I've been working very hard to try and change that. My research has uncovered that the way we are treating these side effects is completely wrong, because the mechanisms that are causing them are distinctly different to the old cancer treatments. Through careful analysis, I discovered that targeted therapies are causing ulceration and complete obliteration of certain distinct parts of the intestine, meaning that patients get debilitating diarrhoea. They also cause the gut to become leaky, like in this picture, meaning that instead of our gut tightly regulating what we let into the blood, things like nasty bugs are getting through and causing lethal infections. So what does my research all mean for the patient I described who hasn't left his hospital bed in weeks and is in tremendous pain? It means that we are one step closer to curing him of his unbearable side effects, because now we know what's actually causing them, we can start to try and treat them. So we can not only save his life, but also give him his life back.
Very nice presentation.
Thank you.
In terms of how you would treat this, how would you get over that? What are your plans for that? Have you been looking at that in your research, or is that something still to come?
Thanks for the question, Leanna. So, and a very good question. This research is really exciting because it enables us to really focus our treatment. At the moment, the treatment is anti-motility or anti-secretory, and there's really minimal evidence to suggest that these are mechanisms that are causing diarrhoea. Therefore, patients are experiencing side effects from those drugs as well. So by knowing the mechanisms, we can really refine our research and our treatments into what's actually causing the problem.